I'm here with Lorcana artist Marcel Berg. Marcel, thank you so much for your time. I'm here with Lorcana artist Cristian Romero. Cristian, thanks for being here.
Hello, thank you so much.
It. I'm here with Andrew Trabbold. I'm here with Lorcana artist Kendell. Cam, thanks for being here.
No problem.
Here with Lorcana artist Giulia Riva. Thank you for taking time to talk with us. You have the biggest stack of anyone thus far.
Do I?
Yeah, everyone else had like 3 or 4 cards. I have a stack now. This is the most Lorcana cards I believe any human has held thus far. Here with Lorcana artist Simangaliso Sibaya, also known as Panda. I'm here with Juan Lorcana artist. What does the road to Lorcana for you look like? When did, I assume at a very early age, you became interested in becoming an artist?
Yes, well, I started working in animation, video games since 2008.
Oh, wow.
It's a lot of time ago. But for games, card games, I never thought. Actually, I was looking for Hearthstone or something like that. But then I received an email to work on Lorcana. At the first moment, I thought it was spam. I was, no, they are tricking me, they're tricking me. But then I replied, and they were very serious about, and it was okay. This looks interesting. It wasn't Lorcana. Obviously, it was like a project, like
no name yet.
Yeah, with
no
a
name.
different name.
Yeah.
And then when we start doing like the calls and everything, it was, oh, this is for Disney. What?
Yeah.
Okay, it was nice. It was a long time ago. And then, well, the cards, we revealed little by little. I was very hyped with my cards because I received the Mickey, the Steamboat Mickey.
Yeah.
It was a classic. And for me they're like trusting in me. This important card was
perhaps the most important, right?
At least for me, it was one of the most important cards because it's like the classic Mickey, So yeah, it was a lot of fun. I tried to do my best because it was like, well, this is one opportunity, a lifetime for me. Okay, let's go with all the stuff. So yeah.
Wow.
That's a loaded question, right?
Yeah, I mean, for me it started when I was a kid. Just like any other creative person would say the same. When you're drawing stuff and you end up doing that your whole life, then you wanted to become a real artist. So I pursued art as a career, and before that I tried to study it. But yeah, it kind of got me with my passion, and everything fell together like that.
I've been drawing ever since I have memory. I've always liked to kind of doodle. I remember Pokemon's, Ben 10, stuff like that. I was very into it. Yeah, just on the side. Actually, my teachers used to tell me off because I used to draw all the time on the back of my notebooks. Yeah. So I wouldn't actually do any work or anything. So yeah, that was a long time ago. It's been a while.
I started drawing when I was about 6, and I spent pretty much my whole life wanting to be an artist, and it was just a matter of how to make that happen. And then I tried comics for a while. That didn't work. Then I got into video games, and I've been working in video games since about 99.
Okay.
And then with Lorcana, I was just contacted by Edgar, the Lorcana AD, and he just assigned me some cards and it clicked, and here I am.
I guess as a kid. But then I kind of took a break where I thought I wasn't good at art, that everybody else was better, so I just stopped.
Okay.
And I tried to do music for a while, and I really liked that, but I had to go back to art because I like it. So I've done a lot of board games, books. That's been my major illustration career path is board games and books, comics, and then more recently Lorcana.
I've been drawing since I was very little, but I didn't see an outcome as a job in Italy. I didn't know it was an option. So at some point I watched Up, and during the credits there were pins, because there is the pins in the story.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, someone must have designed that. Is there a chance I can design the credits? And then I started looking into animation, thinking that it was probably going to be a very niche industry and no one wanted to get into it.
Yeah.
Well.
There's a lot of passionate people, right, about animation?
Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah. So that's amazing. Usually I then have to ask, what is the Disney inspiration? But there it is.
Yeah.
You've answered my next question.
Well, it wasn't really the inspiration. It was more the thing that triggered me into looking into if that was even a possibility.
Yeah.
But inspiration is definitely the traditional stuff, like the 2D stuff.
Were there certain movies that were that inspiration?
It's Hunchback for sure,
Hunchback.
and Fantasia.
Now, my favorite, yeah.
Yeah,
That's great.
they have a place in my heart.
That's fantastic.
So it basically started with, I didn't even notice until like I look back at it, but it started with my mom letting me watch whatever I wanted to do because I was raised indoors because my grandmother was like, I don't want whatever's happening with the kids who are playing on the street for you. So I had some time on my hands being raised indoors, and my mom just let me watch whatever I wanted, and also like she watched it with me, like the Dragon Ball Z's, the Ben 10s, whatever it was.
Yeah.
She was right there, and so I watched that, and then I imitated, started drawing it, and then eventually I got a gig working for Lorcana and all that kind of stuff, you know.
So you get to Lorcana,
Yes.
you get to do Disney artwork. Is that a big deal career-wise? Is that a career highlight?
I honestly didn't think it was gonna be this big at the beginning because I thought when Ravensburger contacted me, I was just very doubtful. I didn't think it was gonna be like a big game or anything. It was just like a side thing. They were very mysterious at the beginning.
Yeah.
But I was very happy when I found out it was like a Disney thing and it was gonna come out there. And as I can see right now, it's way bigger than I thought as well. So it's kind of crazy how everything kind of blew up with Lorcana and everything. I've been a super Disney fan as well ever since I was a kid as well. I used to watch Lilo and Stitch, Pinocchio, Dumbo. I like lived with those classics from the very beginning. I watched them over again. I remember my mom just playing those over and over again for me. So that has been like massive inspirations. Yeah.
Sure, back in the days, like the Disney movies, they were like my inspiration. Kind of lost tracking through all of that when I was like a teenager and so. But like when I got back into Lorcana, or when I got into Lorcana, I got also back into like all the Disney stuff, and it's great, yeah.
I mean, I remember my mom taking me to all the movies. I remember the first Pixar movie I've seen, of course the MCU. I've watched Avengers Endgame about, I think, 1,000 times. Yeah.
It's a long movie. That's some
Well, I only
commitment.
watched the end part, where they
Oh, you just-
from where the portals come out
Yeah,
to when they charge.
But not the rest?
Not really. No.
Okay, that's fair.
Not that it's bad, but I'm just saying that's
But you've
an
seen
epic
that
moment.
part, and that's the part that's exciting every
Yeah, if
time,
I
right?
need a pick me up, you know,
Yeah.
I'll watch that.
Very inspiring.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Is it a dream come true to get to do Disney art
Of
for
course.
a Disney product? Is that a big deal for you?
Of course, yeah. It's
Yeah.
a big deal for any artist to work for Disney. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it really is kind of surreal.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay. I like the way you lit up for this. I'm
Okay.
excited for this answer.
Yeah, I've got good answers for that. As far as like movies, Sword in the Stone
Oh,
and Robin Hood, those are my jam. And then just kind of general Disney, I would say all the 90s cartoons. So like Darkwing Duck, DuckTales, Gargoyles,
yeah.
all that stuff.
Which is
you
now
know.
getting a live action reboot, Gargoyles.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah?
Didn't know that.
Yeah, it's been the big news of the week, really, yeah.
Sheesh, I'm living under a rock, so I didn't know that.
Well, we're happy to come under the rock and visit and let you
Thank
know
you.
that Gargoyles will be back, hopefully. You know, they announce these things. You never know if they get completed or not, but
Right.
it's announced at least.
That's
We'll
good.
see.
That's good.
We'll see what happens. You're our favorite so far. You named Sword in the Stone. You talked about the Disney afternoon shows. You're our
Yeah.
favorite so far.
Hey, thanks.
Getting to do these, I assume you hadn't done Disney art before Lorcana, or have you?
Let me think. No.
So is this a big deal to get to do Disney art?
Yeah. At first I didn't. Okay, I'll be honest.
Okay.
At first it was like, okay, cool,
Yeah.
that's neat. The first two cards I did were the Goons and Captain Hook, and that was fun. I really liked the Goons.
Yeah.
They kind of speak to me out of the whole Sleeping Beauty movie. That card, those characters really just stood out.
For sure. Like, it was very difficult not to tell people.
Yeah.
Because like you want to scream it, and
Yeah.
and there is a very big NDA telling you not to. So yeah.
When the first time you saw the actual cards, is that a magical moment for you?
I mean, yes, and at the same time, they are very small. And all this hype, and then I'm
Yeah.
holding this teeny tiny piece of
I
cardboard.
mean, it's true, right? I mean, this is fantastic art, and it isn't it's not huge, right?
I don't know why I was expecting them to be bigger because I don't play TCGs, so I had no idea what to expect.
Yeah.
And just holding them was like, this is great, but
Well, they need to take your art for one of the play mats or the card books.
I'd love to.
That's what we need
That'd
to
be
make
fun.
happen. Yeah.
I was a huge fan of the early 2D animated films like your Treasure Planets, your Atlantis, your Tarzans, your Stitch. You know.
Jake loves Stitch.
Yeah, Stitch is one of Experiment 626 is one of my favorite fictional characters.
Yeah.
I think just in general. Yeah.
Yeah. So is this a big deal to be drawing Disney art?
It's unbelievable because it's like I'm getting paid to do fan art that I usually would do for fun.
Yeah.
So it's a really great opportunity
Now-
that I got.
Now it pays the bills.
Yes.
Yeah, which is great.
It gets me to Miami.
Well, that's right. It's a good gig. That's what we've all been working for, just to get to
Yeah, just to
Miami.
get me.
We all finally made it.
Right now, you can say like, well, Disney is working with a lot of companies all over the world, so that much hard is not to say I've worked something for Disney, but in this case was something more directly, I think, like, for example, drawing the characters.
Create art.
Create art
Create art for an art company, right? They started
Exactly,
as
and
animation.
also for the card games that are going to be impressed, people are going to have to collect them. So that part was for me crazy.
Yeah.
You know?
Little kids, grown men, all sorts of
Yes.
different people this is gonna mean a lot to them.
Yes,
right?
yes,
Isn't that
exactly. And
pretty
for me
magical?
too. For me, for my family too, that they love Disney. Yes,
So
friends.
has Disney
everything.
touched your life before this project? Have you
A lot
been
of
a
time
fan?
ago. Yeah, I've been a fan since I was a kid. Actually, I used to watch a lot of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and my sister used to watch a lot of The Little Mermaid. She had the VHS.
Yes.
Me too. So we used to watch a lot this movie, and also The Jungle Book. Okay, so I was, this is Disney, you know, and now I wanted to do something for The Little Mermaid because of that memories, and also if I have something for The Jungle Book, please, something The Jungle Book.
Who
And
doesn't want
also Stitch.
Stitch.
Yeah, because I prefer to draw creatures
Okay.
more than anything else. So if I can have Stitch or one of the other mutations, I'm going to be happy.
What did you think the first time you saw that? Is that
When I saw the printed version, it was like,
Yeah.
oh shoot, this is amazing, you know? For me, it was like
That's
nuts, man. This is out of this world, but amazing.
Is it cool when it comes out like this to see your art on an actual
Totally,
product that
yeah.
people are playing with and collecting?
I still can't believe that I've worked on that. Like, must have been like
Great.
1.5 years.
I think this is everyone's favorite because Pudge,
Yeah.
Pudge the fish made it in. He
Right.
controls the weather.
I really like the goons.
Yeah.
They kind of speak to me out of the whole Sleeping Beauty movie. That card, those characters really just stood out. But I think then when I did Donald, that's when it kind of was like, oh, yeah, this is Disney. It's Disney.
This is the core. This is the Fab Five.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Yeah,
get
yeah,
any
yeah.
closer to Disney than this. Yeah.
And then after that, I did Mickey, and that was like, oh yeah, it really
There you go.
is Disney.
You got to the center.
Yeah, the like creamy core that is Mickey Mouse.
Look at this. This Captain Hook it's fantastic. And I love the goons are a personal favorite of mine. Probably my favorite characters from Sleeping Beauty also. So this is tremendous. But Donald is top 10 for me because I just love whatever this device is that he's built that has, it has a punching hand and a claw and it still has webbed feet, of course, because a duck built it.
Right.
Sudden Chill, Cruella de Vil, 101 Dalmatians, Rafiki, a very interesting Rafiki.
I had fun.
Madam Wardrobe is her name, by the way, not the wardrobe. Do you know about this? The wardrobe? It's Madam Wardrobe, right?
Is it? Okay.
Her name is Madam Wardrobe.
Okay.
This is my personal crusade that people know her name is not the wardrobe, she's Madam Wardrobe.
Oh, that's like a recurring joke in the movie, right? Like she's asking people to call her madam.
I don't
No?
remember.
I might have made this up entirely.
Maybe it's just me. It's just
I'm
me.
just very tired.
Olaf. So we have, I know Jake's favorite card, one of my favorite, the Rockstar Stitch, which is fantastic. We have Smash, which features Marshmallow from Frozen, And then the one I'm not allowed to take out of the case or Wolf will hurt me is Ursula.
Apparently this one's like crazy rare. I had no idea.
Is this is crazy rare? It's like, oh. They're the expert.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just like the art.
Disney's right there.
I just love the art.
Yeah.
Well, here you got to do some lions, 2 Lion King cards. You got to do Timon and also the very famous part of Hakuna Matata when they're walking across the log. So not only do you have the beginning of the company, right? This is kind of the starting point of the success. You also have pretty much the most successful, most beloved feature animated film of all time. So is that daunting to have to draw these characters that millions of people, including yourself around the world, know and love? Is that a big challenge?
Yes, that's a big challenge. I've always kind of like thought of them as like, as you said, like a big challenge for me. Especially getting the likeness of the character, you have to like be careful not to like mess up any of the like proportions and stuff like that, because people recognize them instantly. And if you see something wrong in one of those characters, people are just gonna be like, hey, that's obviously not the character. So it's kind of hard to do, but of course there is a reward at the end. Because if you manage to do it, they kind of like people, oh, you drew the genie, and they completely like associate that with the card. So yeah, you gotta be careful, but it's amazing, honestly.
It is kind of, sometimes it is easier, sometimes it's harder. When you don't have a connection to the characters, it's actually simpler for you, or it's easier for you to like draw them and you make the illustration and such. But like when you're a fan yourself, I think the weight on your shoulders is immense.
Every artist, I think, is their own worst critic, right?
That's what I say every time.
Every artist we've ever spoken to says that,
It is. You want to get things right. You want to make sure you're delivering what Disney wants and what the fans want. So it can be a tightrope, but it's one kind of worth walking.
Yeah, I mean, you literally drew a card that's inspired by the first Disney feature animated film, The Magic Mirror from Snow White. There's a lot of legacy there.
Yeah. I got the face wrong the first time, if it helps, if it helps the story, but eventually I came through.
Yeah. No, it looks great. It looks great. That looks like the Magic Mirror to me.
Thanks. Yeah, a lot of people seem to like this card.
There's so much pressure. It's like, I mean, it's Stitch. First of all, that was the one that carried the most weight. I imposed it on myself, but also I know that Stitch is like such a beloved character, so it was weighing heavy, but it was also like really enjoyable. So, and you also asked about the process. Well, the process, it's quite fun, regardless of the pressure and all that kind of stuff. Again, it's like fan art. Like I'm doing something I love and I'm getting paid for it. Yeah. So I enjoy every minute. The notes, kind of crazy sometimes, but all good. I'm here for it.
Yeah. So is this your first time signing?
Yeah.
And how's that been?
I mean, it's pretty relaxing actually, but everyone is really...
Your wrist's doing okay?
Yeah, it's okay.
It's okay.
It's all good. The people are very patient with me and also very nice, so it's all good.
That's great.
Yeah, it's my first time in a convention like this, selling these, giving signatures, and in a Lorcana convention as well. Yeah, everything's new to me. So even here in Miami, I've never been to Miami before.
But people told you they love your art as they got their cards signed.
Yes. So many people have come up to me and be like, yeah, I love your art. I love the work you do. Can you sign this for me? I just can't believe it's such a big thing, and I've never given signatures to anyone, so it's kind of crazy to me.
Cool.
Yeah, first ever.
Yeah. So what have people been real encouraging that have come to the table?
They've been so nice and so encouraging and such. It's so cool to see that something that I did on my iPad in a coffee shop is inspiring to them. So
yeah, first time.
How's it going?
Very signy.
Very signy.
It's good. No, it's good.
I assume you've signed other art before.
Yeah.
So is it different in any way, or is it?
It is. Yeah. It seems like I've done comic conventions in the past, right? Sold prints or books I published or whatever, and the signature is just like a little bonus, you know. But this is like, that's what it's about. It's about the signature.
Yeah, because they've already got these, right?
Right.
They came with them.
Yeah.
Because they had to, because they're not available anymore. They had to find them somewhere.
No, I've done a couple of signings in small stores where I come
Okay.
from in Italy,
Oh,
but
wow.
this is definitely the first this big.
That's great. And how has it been?
Amazing, overwhelming,
Yeah.
and yeah, I don't know, it's so surreal.
Yeah?
Just very surreal, yes.
Yes, this is my first
The
time.
first time.
Yeah,
How's it
first
going
time.
so far?
So good. The people are so nice.
Yeah?
And it's a great festival. I'm enjoying myself.
First time signing cards,
Yes.
first time in Miami, and
Okay.
first time in a convention actually.
Wow, a
Yes.
lot of first.
A lot
How's,
of
and how's
first
it going?
time. Everything's nice.
Yeah.
The people is cool. The place, actually, all the moods is very cool. The people is very hyped for the cards.
Yeah.
I was very hyped too because the first time looking at the game, because in my country it haven't been released yet, and
Yeah.
right now it's sold out. But yeah, it was very fun. Actually, the experience is top.
Have you played the game yet? No. That's a
No.
very common answer. That's fine. That's we're used to that. Well, I can't control the product. I don't. But that's the common answer is no.
I want to. I need to
Yeah.
find someone patient enough to teach me though.
Well,
So I'm really bad at
one
this.
of these two fine gentlemen would
like
be happy
a lot
to.
of patience.
Yeah.
Ton of patience.
Lucas works for me every week, so if anyone has more patience on this planet, I cannot find them.
No, actually not.
No, because no one
Not
has
a-
cards.
Not a single round. Yeah, actually, they're sold out in Germany, so I can't
Yeah.
get them.
It's sold out in America. Oh
What a
man.
coincidence, right?
Well, we'll all learn at some point, I'm sure.
I have no idea how to
You have not. Neither do I, and I've played already, and I'm
I
still.
think that's a different Disney division that I need to go sign up to because I really want to know how to
Oh.
play.
It
looks fun, yeah.
From what I remember, it was
From
fun.
from what I remember.
It's been a couple weeks. I need to.
Did you win?
Jump back in? Yes, and yeah, I think I beat you once. Is that? Was I 1-2? Is that my record? Yeah. Yeah, Sergeant Tibbs though, my favorite card. You know Sergeant
Sergeant
Tibbs, the
Tibbs,
cat.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, it's a cat.
What?
Yeah.
I need to see it.
It's the best card. I'm sorry, no offense to you, but it's the best card.
No, I
No,
want
I'm
to see
joking.
it.
I do
wanna see
like
it.
seriously top Rockstar Stitch is top 10.
Let's go.
Seriously, yeah.
Yes, I played the
Oh,
game.
you have?
Yes,
Oh.
I played like yesterday.
Oh, that's
I
great.
learned how to play it. I suck, but yeah, I know it has a little bit of magic because you have to have the inks and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But it's nice, it's fun. I think it has a good amount of strategy
Mm-hmm.
that is important. But yeah, it's fun, it's fun.
That's great.
Yeah.
I'm glad you liked it.
Actually, there was a guy that bring me a lot of cards and
Mm-hmm.
sent me, do you have the Lorcana? I don't have it. So you have now. And I was
Aw.
cool, that was nice because now I can arm some decks, you know. It's very nice.
That's great.
Yeah, that's great.
What is your favorite of the cards you've done so far?
I like the Magic Sword quite a bit.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I just feel it just kind of. Norman Rockwell said some come easy, some come hard, and this one came really easy. It just seemed to flow. I like the balance of the red against the vines. It's just, yeah, it was really fun.
It's perfect. Captures the movie very well.
That's this one.
Surfer Stitch, which I think is a favorite of
Yes.
many people, and that's why so many people bought the binder too.
Yeah, right.
Because the art, you get the big version of the art on the binder.
Yes, I'm gonna say my favorite one is Freeze here at the
Okay.
moment. I just love Freeze. I love the contrast I did. Ever since I made the first sketch, I was just in love with that, and I think the people at Ravensburger also loved it so much as well. They were like, "Oh yeah, we want that one right now." Yeah, I just love that one. It's great.
No, the goons are my
The
favorite.
goons are the favorite. Look,
Favorite.
why are the goons the favorite?
I love like goblin-y creatures.
Yeah.
Goblins, gnomes. Like if I don't know what to draw, I'm gonna draw a gnome or a goblin or something like that. And that's basically the closest you get if we're not talking about like Black Cauldron, which I don't think we talked about Black Cauldron.
I mean, we're getting great mouse detectives, so who knows, right?
Yeah.
Gurgi might happen.
That wouldn't be
Hashtag
bad.
make Gurgi happen, right?
Yeah.
Is it-
I'm hoping for some gummy bear ogres. Right?
Disney Afternoon Lorcana card?
Yeah.
I'm in.
It must be Rafiki.
It's Rafiki.
Yeah.
Why is it Rafiki?
It was the first card I worked
Okay.
on. And there were like a lot of emotions attached to it.
Oh yeah?
So yeah. I don't know, it's Rafiki in particular was just panic. Because it was the first Disney art I was supposed to do,
Yeah.
and I was pretty sure I wasn't going to be able to do it. So yeah, it was intense. There was like I'll quit. I quit. I'll send them an
It's a
email
lot of
and
pressure.
I'll tell them that I can't
Millions
do it.
of people know these characters, right? It's-
Yeah, well, I didn't know that the outcome was going to be this big.
Mm-hmm.
So thank God, because I definitely would have quit if I knew. So yeah, but I mean, it came out all right.
They came out amazing, by the way. Yeah.
My favorite one hasn't come out yet.
It hasn't come out. That's a good teaser for what's to come, right?
My favorite one hasn't come out yet. I won't say. I won't say.
This one.
That's
The Mickey is,
Mickey.
for me, the Mickey is my favorite one because of the meaning, how important this card is, and also because of the colors and everything. For me, it's my favorite. But I have a lot of friends that they like Timon and Hakuna Matata because of how important.
This is beautiful.
This is beautiful.
I mean,
and actually, there were like songs in the game. And Hakuna Matata, I painted like a normal way, like the blue water, the green grass, and everything. But then I was thinking, what about if I look for how Disney makes in the movies? They make the musical parts, and they go crazy with the colors. It's like in Hercules, you can see a lot of violets, yellows, and everything. And it was, maybe I can do that. Let's try. You know, I tried with the yellow water. Well, only yellow and pink and violet, and they love it. They tell me, oh, this is a good way. Okay, let's go. You know, and then you continue with that.
It's phenomenal. It's great. Can you walk me through that? So that, first of all, that's a computer animated movie, and you have to illustrate that in a different style. So what is that process like?
It's honestly, it's very instinctual. It's they give you these kind of guidelines, and you just kind of, it's really hard to explain and put into words, but you just figure out the way to paint that looks like what they want. I know that sounds like a non-answer, but that's really what it is. It's, you know, it's those kind of broken line work, a lot of intense color, nice watercolor backgrounds, and you just kind of follow those leads, and it brings you to where you need to go.
Yeah. So what is the process of do you decide what the pose is going to be, or?
I send in sketches, and they pick the one they like, and they'll have changes based on the sketches. So it's kind of a joint effort.
For this one you start, or with any card, you start with creating thumbnails. Like you give the art director 4 or 3 like choices what you're gonna do with the illustration, and then you start sketching out roughly where you have like the character with the background and stuff, and then the art director chooses the one he likes or what probably works best, and then they ask you to do colors and stuff and effects, and you know, and then iterate through the whole process until it looks like this.
The brief they gave me was just Donald on some walking legs of some kind. They had some idea that could have a nautical theme to it, because he's, you know, Donald.
It's a sailor.
Yeah. My first pass was more kind of submarine inspired. It had like headlights on it and a big propeller in the back, and it was okay. It was all right. Not quite as good. And then we kind of went this tugboat route.
Yeah.
Where it's really inspired by the shape of a tugboat and the fishing net. And,
They tap you on the shoulder and go, which character do you want to do? Oh. What would be the choice?
It would be Quacker Jack. Deep dive?
Yeah.
Deep dive. Quacker Jack is one of the villains in Darkwing Duck. He's like the Joker. I don't know if I can say that. He's the Joker of the Darkwing Duck universe. You know, he's got like the jester hat, and he's got this huge smile all the time. He has like a banana sidekick doll.
I'm trying to remember. I remember him.
He's really good.
Okay.
He's really cool. That's what I draw. Hands down. Like 5 cards of him.
5.
Easy. Yeah, just give you a whole series.
I don't know, only Merlin and Madame Mim get that many. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
So you get the name of a card in a brief, and then you go from there, you start sending stuff, they send back notes, they're back and forth, and then you keep going. They do a good job of making sure you understand what they want from the beginning, so you don't have to do much guesswork in terms of like, oh, what's the background, what is he doing, that kind of thing. And then they also, with that being said, they give you enough freedom to be able to express yourself.
That's great.
So
they didn't tell you like specifically what clothes are going on.
They did tell me.
Oh, they did. Oh.
This is actually, I think the reason behind that is because there needs to be some sort of consistency. Because if somebody else does, for example, an enchanted stitch, there needs to be consistency throughout the whole card. So with that, they do give notes. But in terms of posing and that kind of stuff, there's not really that much notes.
Well, what I love about it is everyone's art styles, I feel like, come through. Like everyone has a different personality in the way they draw the characters. and that's what I like about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same, like I finally got to meet face to face some of the Lorcana artists. Hey guys, if you're watching this, and you really get to see like what you said, their personality in each of the cards that they did, and it's really cool to see. It's something that's prominent in almost every artist, I think, or any creative person.
Yeah, actually the first card that I made was Timon. And when I draw Timon in the sketches, they say like, it doesn't look like Timon, and it was very nervous because it was, oh no, and they're going to fire me, you know. And they are very, they want to have a lot of accuracy in the proportions and everything in the characters.
Character integrity is a big Disney thing.
Yes, and if I make the nose a little bit bigger, it's not Timon. The eyes a little bit smaller, it's not Timon. And it was, oh no, you know, but at the end, I figured out how to do it. It worked, yeah.
Looks great.
It was very colorful and everything. This was my first cut, so I tried to do everything in this. A lot of color, a lot of everything.
Yeah.
They love it. And then I start working on the other ones. Actually, I have an Hades, and Hades is an enchanted card.
But we don't have that.
Yes, yes, but maybe in post-production we can put Hades in here.
We'll put an image. There'll be an image up, yeah.
Okay.
An image of someone who was lucky enough to get one.
Yes, and the thing is like, when I met Hades, it was a small Hades, and then they sent me an email and said, hey, Disney love it, and we want this card to be a full illustration card. And I was, oh yes, you know.
That's great.
I didn't knew that they were going to be enchanted cards. They were like full illustrations or the normal cards, you know. And it was okay. And then I completely the Hades, and then they sent me a brief, and you at the beginning you see the title, Steamboat Willie, and it was no way. I was playing with my friends. I don't remember what. We were playing, and then I received the email notification. It was Steamboat Willie. Wait, put pause. Don't shoot me. I go open. It was Steamboat Willie. I was okay. Google it, Steamboat Willie, and it was the Mickey Mouse that we were thinking.
Yeah.
And it was no way, you know. And then at that moment, they were doing like different versions of the characters, mixing like modern characters with older ones.
Yeah.
So I have to do a lot of versions of Mickey, like modern version, like the old version.
Okay.
And at the end, it was like old version, but as you can see, the painting is more volumetrical. It's more volumetric, you know.
A little Art Nouveau, no?
More, yeah. More Art Nouveau in the design of the set.
Yeah.
Because I do like the normal ship, and they were like, well, this is an emerald card, so we are going to use this kind of shapes, colors and stuff. Maybe you can go crazy. And it was, okay, let's see how much crazy we can go, you know? And then they sent me a sketch, like, maybe you can do this and this. And it was, okay, now I get what you want. And I go full crazy. We had this version with all the mountains, the colors and stuff in big. And they were, oh, this is beautiful. Okay, let's finish it, render it. And then they told me there's going to be a playmat with that. It was, oh, shit.
Which you've all seen if you've watched us open cards. I always have that playmat on. I love them.
Yeah, the playmat's amazing. And then when I saw the foiled version in the app, because they have an app, ooh, beautiful, beautiful.
Do you have a favorite character or a favorite movie?
Yeah, Hercules.
Hercules.
Yeah.
Well,
Hades,
it's very.
actually.
Oh, Hades.
Hades is my favorite Disney character.
I'm with you on that one. But you ended up doing his rival,
yeah,
Hercules.
Hercules, true hero, right?
Favorite Pokemon?
Favorite Pokemon is supposed to be Bulbasaur, I think. That's my favorite one, of course.
It's a good answer.
Yeah, that's the good answer, yeah.
This had to be important, though, right? You love Fantasia.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, it was. But actually, like, that was the one part of Fantasia that scared a lot of the, like, baby Giulia. So when I received it, I was like, not this part, not this part. I'm scared of this part.
What was it about that part that scared? Just the brooms?
I guess.
Or is it the water? Is it the...
I don't know, but like, I wasn't scared about the dinosaurs. That was fine, and it's way scarier.
Who doesn't like the
Or like
dinosaur?
Chernobog, that's scary. I wasn't scared about that. That
Not the
gave me
ghosts and
anxiety.
ghouls, the dead
No, that
rising
was
from
really
the grave.
cool.
Okay.
No, that was very, very cool. Weird
The
child.
brooms just aren't cool, they're just creepy.
Yeah.
What is your favorite segment of Fantasia?
The very abstract ones at the beginning.
That's...
I don't think I'll ever make a card about that though. I don't see it
No, they
happening.
tend to ignore those sequences of Fantasia. And then you also got to do the genie, which is in plastic because it's apparently harder to find. So, a rarer card for sure. Yeah, Marcel, thank you so much.
Thanks.
Thank you so much. We look forward to more.
All right, thank you so much for having me.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank
Really
you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. The art is great. I hope to see more.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Thank you so
much.
much, man.